Cocktober! I can't believe it, brother. Oh yeah, brother! I can't believe it's Cocktober.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jaythestingray here. I got another Cocktober review for you. This is a film I just watched today. This is called Elephant, and it's from 2003. And this was recommended by Giallomadman. Another great recommendation, man. I appreciate it. This is, of course, a Gus Van Sant joint. And I saw this film back when it first came out on DVD. And I didn't know anything about it and watched it and was kind of surprised. It's a film about school shootings. It's not really a spoiler. You learn that early on in the film. It's about two kids that it shows them going through the process of getting prepared to shoot up the school. But anyway, what I wanted to mention was I'm actually, like, the very first school shooting was in Pearl, Mississippi, at the Pearl High School, and that's like really close to where I live. It's like 10 miles away, really, really close, like one of the neighboring cities from where I live. And that was the first one, and then it seemed like for many years it was lots of copycats until I think Columbine was one of the last big ones. And yeah, man, it's some really disturbing shit. Shit was rough here. I was probably still in first period, maybe first or second period when we found out about it. I was in high school myself when it happened. I was like 10th grade, maybe, something like that, and right around the same age as the kid that did the stuff. His name was Luke Woodham. I didn't know the guy or anything, but a lot of folks around here did. And he killed his mom. I think he killed his mom, maybe his stepdad too. Then he went to school and killed a few people, I think. I don't think really killed that many. I think injured a lot of folks and maybe killed a couple people. I meant to go look up how many deaths it actually was, but I forgot to do that before I made the video. But yeah, man, lots of disturbing stuff. It changed. Around this time, kids with trench coats were kind of I don't know, singled out as, like, I guess if you're wearing a trench coat, everybody always thinks that you're carrying a weapon under your coat or whatever, but I wore a trench coat around that time, and I actually was never forced to take it off, but I know once I graduated, and I know some of the kids that were younger than me, they were not allowed to wear trench coats to school anymore, and it's kind of sad that you got to do that, but it's not really all that cold here. It's just, trench coats are cool, so. But, yeah, just something I wanted to share about that. It, really disturbing shit, but this film is about that, and I really think this film patterns the Columbine shootings because it shows a few different examples of, like, the kids are playing video games, and it shows that the main kids whose house they're at all the time, his mom is like never around. But the interesting thing about this film is it's really just like a sequence of maybe 15 minutes that it keeps showing over and over from different points of view from different kids in the school. And the first kid it centers on, never even said who stars in the film, but it doesn't really matter. None of them have really gone on to do very much. It stars Elias McConnell, also Alex Frost, and John Robinson is the main guy I want to talk about. He's the main kid people remember from this movie, the blonde kid, and he went on to do Lords of Dogtown, which is a skateboarding movie. He played, forget the guy's name, but the main skateboarder in that movie, one of the main guys. That's an awesome movie too. If you want to check it out. But yeah, it starts off with him. His dad's an alcoholic, and, it goes through his life. And it really focuses on a lot of problems kids have. Like his dad's an alcoholic. He's, having some family problems. He's dating this girl. And, it shows some other girls that are, I guess you're supposed to assume they're the popular girls, whatever. They're the pretty girls, whatever. But it shows them, after they eat lunch. It has a long shot of them walking to the cafeteria, which is like a 15-minute long. No. It's like 5-minute long shot. It's really cool. But it's like a single shot, I'm assuming, on a Steadicam following these kids, these three girls through the lunchroom. And they go to the bathroom and they all throw up their lunch. They talk about how fat they are and they throw their lunch up. So focuses on a lot of issues that kids still deal with in school these days. We all dealt with them. The kids that actually do the shooting, they get bullied, and that's their retaliation. They decide to retaliate by killing their former schoolmates and principals and teachers and everybody else. But another thing, this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but the two boys do have a homosexual relationship, which kind of surprised me. I didn't see it coming, but this is a Gus Van Sant movie, and I wasn't 100% sure that he was homosexual, but I did go and look him up, and it turns out that he is openly gay. And I kind of assumed he was, just because that's a common theme in a lot of his movies. Yeah, I'd say my favorite film of his that I've seen is probably Drugstore Cowboy. I think that's the name of it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but that's a really cool movie. Done lots of films. He did My Own Private Idaho. He did the Psycho remake that everybody loves so much. He did the recent film Milk with Sean Penn. I think that was actually, I know it was nominated for an Academy Award. I don't know if it won for anything. I'm sure it won for something. Sean Penn may have won that year. I'm not sure, but he's a great director. And this film was actually part of his Death trilogy that he called it. And it was two other films in that trilogy that I can't remember the names of right now, but I've got those in my list, in my queue, and I'm going to watch them as soon as possible as well. But really great director. He knows what he's doing. And this film, as I mentioned, it's probably Steadicam that they're using, some sort of a camera on some sort of a device that lets you roll it. But it's just, most of the shots are from behind, and it's just the kids, going about their daily lives, and it seems really natural. It seems real, and that's the thing that makes the film so powerful, I think, when the actual shootings take place. But you really develop feelings for the characters, and then you get to see them, blasted. So it's a lot of the movie's hard to watch. Not really graphic, but kind of hard for me to watch. But great acting by all the young kids. I think none of them were, I don't believe any of them were actually, actors before this movie. So this was a lot of their starting roles and some of their only roles, but they were real kids. Most of them were using their real names in the movie. But anyway, I'll stop rambling on about the movie. But really good film. I recommend it to all you guys. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.